Okay, welcome back. I want to bid everyone a very good day, and I hope you're having a good one, because, man, we're raring to get going here. And mind you, I'm just the helper on this journey. I'm not, well, theoretically I'm in the driver's seat, but I'm not actually the one that's in the know. That would be our very kind host, Nell. Nell, what's going on?
Well, we had a little bit of a kerfuffle if you watched the previous episode where we lost the audio file, but after that we basically redubbed it, as you've heard, and after that episode we decided, okay, well, we're going to take a short break, we're going to go around, do a bunch of the side quests, get Chris here caught up on a lot of the stuff, show him the city, and then there we're going to continue with the main quest. But let's get some thoughts on the city, what you liked about it, some of your favorite spots that you saw briefly, if anything stood out to you, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, I think probably the first thing that I noticed was not so much about the actual city itself, because, well, there's so much to take in. It's kind of hard to put it all into, put it in perspective. But I noticed in terms of gameplay, anyway, it did kind of draw me in a little bit. One of the first things that I noticed is that if you want to take your time and read everything, it's giving you lots of story, it's giving you lots of dialogue. It's definitely giving you something to really sink your teeth into from a game immersion. Yeah, it's giving you an immersive experience. The other thing too is that if you want to skip that, if you want to just do quests, you can just as easily skip all the text and just look for very certain waypoints in the map. You can make it a very highly efficient game, and you just go bang, 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 one right through the other. And I mean, that's sort of what we were doing for quite a while. Actually, we were skipping a little bit of the dialogue and going straight for the actual quests to try and build up as much experience as we could. But even while we were doing that, I still got a sense that they were still generating character after character after character, and it just felt like, man, there was just no end to what I could see here. I could lose days just wandering around these places.
Well, the city is filled with a lot of different people, and it's NPCs you can talk to that don't even have quests. And I did take him around to a lot of the different spots, including my personal favorite spot, which is the Gold Court.
It was beautiful, and I can't really say that I was even prepared for it, because it looked like a thing that was almost not even part of the same city. It was a really nice textured experience how this part completely looked different from all the other parts of the city so far. So
it looked different, but at the same time it fit.
It did. Yeah, it was quite nice.
But, okay, so your thoughts overall on story and everything. What about gameplay-wise? How are you feeling with the game, comfortably?
It's actually just slipping into it. I don't find it very difficult at all. The little bit of prior experience I have with other MMOs is serving me well here. But I find that kind of the most important thing is that I really have to watch very small details. I'm not looking at things like, for example, little icons that tell me exactly where I should be going for a certain quest or something like that. There's so much more I could be doing to really kind of refine my gameplay experience. But I think that's just a matter of getting used to it. I think all of the elements are there. I'm not noticing anything that, oh man, I wish they had blah. Well, no, they've got blah. I'm just not looking at it. So obviously, it's a very detailed environment. It's giving me everything I want. I just need to stop a moment and look and take it all in.
So from the tutorial aspects and everything, then it does prepare you properly, you would say? Oh
yeah, I feel that everything's there, and in fact, the tutorial is giving me almost as much story as it is actual practical help. So it's actually blending both reasonably well. I feel pretty comfortable with it, really.
Excellent. Okay then, let's move along. We're going to do the pugilist quest turn in, and then let's move along with the main storyline.
Oh, sounds like fun to me.
We're going to try to see if we can get to the level 5 storyline quest today. If we're really close, we'll hammer it out. So this episode might be a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're just going to we'll wrap it up as close as we get to a half hour. And if everyone enjoys this, we will make sure to do a few more.
Well, send all of your mail to Nell, because, I mean, we really want to hear from people about this. Your opinion is important, and trust me, I, never having done things like this, could probably stand to use a little bit more practice. So, come on, get word in there and try and help us out.
First and foremost, let's go a little bit to the south, and we'll do the Sapphire Avenue Exchange part of your quest.
Right on. Oop.
Too far.
Oh.
Turn around.
Oh, jeepers. Where was I going? Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers. That
Talking
wasn't...
to the person with the evil-looking mustache.
I thought we had much further to go. Okay, let's get her going. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Saratoga, and what can I do for you? Ah, would you have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask for an Aldan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Well, I don't offer you nothing. I do not come unprepared. I bet you're going to change your tune now.
It's not the person with the mustache. I stand corrected.
Okay. Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. Well, I have friends in high places, absolutely. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to other city-states, Ulda's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Bilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ulda as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer? A deadlier sword, perhaps? A shinier trinket? Whatever's you want, an exchange will have it. Well, I'm not so much after the trinkets, I'd much rather the good stuff. Give me the armor. Give me the items, come on. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. That's what I'm talking about. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and assortments of other useful items for sale. Ah, cool. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem, that is all the complimentary aid you shall receive from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. I've noticed that he doesn't say his fond or fair regards to Momodi, just his regards. How, well, it's kind of perfunctory, yeah.
A little bit of a jerk.
Well, a little bit of a jerk, or just very, very formal and not at all very affectionate. He's not the welcoming sort.
No. All right, so let's hit the Pugilist Guild, and then we'll go talk to Momodi.
Okay, Pugilist Guild. I think that's below me somewhere.
Nope, that would be in the other half of the city.
Oh, okay. So we need to go way over there. Okay, so I need to go back to, I think, the
you just
big
head
central
straight
circle?
north. You should step into the other half of the city that needs to be.
Oh. Ah, I see what you mean there now. I thought I could go through the center, but you're right, maybe going around is quicker. Or at least more productive. Gets you where you want to go.
As we mentioned before, if you see a quest that's red like that,
I did notice that.
That means that you're either not on the correct job class, or you're too low level.
Ah, okay. So it means that I definitely need to come back here before too terribly long then.
Well, depending on if and how high you need to be for that, but it is the quest. I think it is. You probably have to be level 10.
Hey, I made it the first time. Look at that.
Huzzah!
I'm learning.
Hey, now talk to the old man.
And no dancers this time.
Let's hope not.
Oh, you're back. None the worse for the exertion. Your youthful vigors, truly a blessed thing. You've gotten off to a fine start, son. To help you find your way, I want you to have this hunting log. Within, you'll find the names of various creatures, opponents that you might hone your skills against. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Albany, and let your fists fly. Well, I kind of already have, but I think he just means that to be kind of enthusiastic. Encouraging. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to potential to youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. The next pugilist quest will be available from Hammond upon reaching level 5, so that will be pretty quick. But in the meantime, that one's complete. So I've now got a hunting log. I wonder, what is that?
A hunting log basically allows you to attack certain monsters that'll have what looks like a crescent moon symbol above them. And when you kill certain ones in the log, you get bonus experience.
Okay. So, kind of like a side quest dealing?
Yep, and if you complete the full log, which is up to level 50 monsters, you do get a special pugilist ring. Every single job gets their own hunting log, and you'll be able to get a special ring once they complete their log.
Ah, well, okay. So something kind of more for completionists, or do you think it's actually important to the story too?
I don't think it's very important to the story, at least not yet, but it is good for helping you level up.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, that's an important consideration too, I suppose. But here we are, back in Momodi's,
Mixed stand?
well, I was about to say, I mean, in her humble abode, but yes, you're right. Let's see what she has to say. How was your tour of the city, Albany? Get lost, did you?
Couple times.
Hey, how did she know? Aye, well, Uldao's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. I'll try. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? I do. Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand.
She's got her priorities straight, at least.
I feel like that was a very important part. The music just has a rousing little send-up there, little fanfare. But another quest for Momodi, by golly, she doesn't rest on her laurels here. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ulda then? Get your bearings about you? Sorta. If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ulda are one thing, but the wilds of Thalan, that's another altogether. You know a bloke might fancy speaking to, and you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ulda dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door and across the hall and you'll see the gate of Nod staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's danger before the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack you if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Okay. So she's sending me out into the wild blue yonder. But I think we had more business in the city, didn't we?
No, I think that's about it.
Oh, well, I sure as heck wouldn't mind exploring a little bit, so that sounds really good, actually.
Alright, let's take a peek around. Here we have the stereotypical slums of the city.
Well, I've seen worse slums anyway. But yeah, it doesn't look as friendly or as inviting as some of the other regions of the city, that's for sure.
remember when you have a city-state that's built primarily on commerce and wealth, there's going to have to be a lower class somewhere.
There's the haves and there's always the have-nots, yeah.
You'll find out a little bit more about the have-nots as you go through the story.
Well, it's good to know that they're not forgotten about. Still?
You now have access to the Ethernet.
Well, I feel like I'm moving upwards in the world anyway.
Yep, if you touch all those Aether Stones, you'll be able to warp to them from any other Aether Stone in the city.
Oh, right on. That's actually quite handy. I kind of figured that it would be working like that, but I haven't really had the chance to use it thus far, so...
You have to activate them all first, which means you technically have to run around the city.
Well, okay. I guess if I must. Sacrarium. Interesting. I'm noticing that there's not a whole lot of other players in this area. I wonder it's not a place that people often go.
The majority of the player base, like the higher end players, are all typically in a small city, which is not a city-state, of Mordona, which is to the north. It's not far away from where that battle took place in the intro cutscene.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of the main staging point for a lot of stuff after you reach level 50.
So, for something long ways into the future then. Okay.
And also, you're in the back half of the city, whereas the majority of the player base, when they're here, are in the front half.
Ah. Yeah, I know I've been here before, but you're right that there's probably not much reason to come unless you had a specific quest or something. But, yeah, actually, this might be a good time for me to get a little bit more acquainted with the Eorzea. So I wonder, how could I get back to one of my earlier waypoints?
Oh, click it. There you go.
Well, if I go to the plaza, I bet you it'll be a nice central location. Probably just about get anywhere from there. Oh, it's dark now. This is kind of cool. Or is it always dark in this room?
It is always dark in that room.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, it sounded like we had a time change.
Nope.
Okay.
But there is a time change in the game. It does rotate based on the hour. 1 hour is one full day in game. So you get 30 minutes of day and 30 minutes of night.
Oh, look at that. Even the clouds roll by.
Yep.
I thought of everything.
At night you can see your beautiful stars.
Okay, so where to now?
Well, let's follow Mamadi's advice and let's go at the gate of Nald.
Ah, okay. I think that was right here?
No,
So-
that's the steps of Nald.
Oh, okay. The gate is... Yeah, Gate of Neld, right there. Okay, so I'm headed for it right now. Cool. Seems a dirty trick that the gate doesn't lead to the steps, or the steps to the gate, but I guess they're not that far one from the other.
Well, you have to also remember that the city is based off of Nald Thal, the god of both the underworld and commerce, and he's the twin god. There's actually two people in one.
Is it?
Yeah. One is Nald and one is Thal. Right, now you should see your quest marker on the mini-map.
Yep, I do. They're off to the right?
And you see that pink exclamation point? That is something that is called the fate. What a fate is it's a random event that will occur based off of what else is going on in-game. And fates are something that you can do to level up as well.
Right.
And they usually have something to do with some lore in that specific region. As one example is the Behemoth Fate in Corthus is he will spawn, and the fate will actually move around as he's rampaging.
Feels like it'd be a tough cookie to crack.
Huh?
Alright. Papshan. Well, you certainly took the better look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect, I'm Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly know more than the tired old Lelafel passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know that there have been plenty both of these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Eldons work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brow and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. There is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Oh, that looks like a pretty, tough quest. I don't think we've had a level 4 one yet. Okay. So, lay it on me. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. Just so happens that a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch from the dispatch yard, as it were. They've been long away from the shade and feather beds of the city. Hot days and cold nights can play hells in the minds of the bodies out there. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Man, I could go for some pretzels too.
Now you make me hungry for pretzels.
Everybody's hungry for pretzels. Pretzels are awesome.
Alright, I'll go and turn in those pretzels.
Well, we should, yes. I just want
to
take a little peek here. That is a proper railway. I didn't know that railways even existed in this game world.
Yeah. It's not the first train either.
Look at that. Well, I suppose if it's Final Fantasy, they have to have airships, and surely any civilization that would make airships would be able to make a train too, so... I suppose it stands to reason. Oh, sir, I'm going to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Well, don't put it on the ground, we don't want to get it dirty. Oh, for crying out loud, this guy doesn't even know what food is, does he?
Well, if he wants the pretzel on the ground, give him the pretzel on the ground.
State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papshan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. Well, you say that again. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks, and tell him that I only wish we could repay the favor. Alright, well, one down. I think we've got another couple to go here. Boy, these mobs are being awfully patient with me. I'm glad nobody's attacking me.
Yeah, the low-level areas, a lot of the mobs are non-aggressive, so you don't have to worry. But if you ever want to, you can definitely look for some aggressive mobs.
Well, I'm sure they're not far away. If I'm not mistaken, there's somebody here in the shade of a tree, maybe. Oh, no, it's a lamppost. Okay, my mistake. Western front clear. Eastern front clear.
Pretzel front clear?
Well, it's not clear. It's kind of brown and kind of twisty, but yeah. For me, from Papashan, a twilight pretzel? My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Truer words were never spoken. Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. Suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Well, it's Pacifist on patrol. Okay. I'm sure he's got a very good story why he's in the guard and not really all that up to fighting, but I'm not going to ask. Well, at least not now. I might go back sometime.
Sometimes intimidation is the better way to fight.
Well, as long as he puts on a fierce attitude, yeah, maybe that's the most important thing.
Well, it's kind of hard to put on a fierce attitude when you don't have a Twilight pretzel.
Well, it makes it harder, yeah. You can do it, but, yeah, there's no fun in it. Okay. Here's our last serviceman. It's just a little thing. 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. He is not a happy camper. A Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now there's a refreshing God-stemmed pretzel. Whoa, yeah. I feel reborn. This little guy uses some pretty harsh words. Alrighty. Well, I think we should pop back into this Mr. Papa feller and let him know that all of his guards got his pretzels.
I'm sure he'll be happy to know that they're all well fed.
But I think this might be all that we have time for this little instance. Mind you, I do hope to come back and try out my hand at a couple more pieces, so stay tuned for more, kiddos.
Let's turn this one in first.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't want to, keep people on their edge of their seats. You've returned with a deal fewer pretzels, I'd see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Well, no news is good news. Take this for your troubles, then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Ha ha! Bum 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 bum.
Alright, before we go, you hit level 5. Remember all that gear that you were getting on your quest? Now you can equip some of it.
Hey, yeah, that's right. I forgot about all that stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, there's probably some of it might have got auto-equipped?
Nope, nothing gets auto-equipped.
Okay, well. Let's try a couple pieces here.
Yarr, now you be a pirate.
Something like that. Well, I know I remember seeing some boots there. There we go.
There you go.
That's gonna help a little bit.
Pants. Nope.
Nope. Oh, I think we'll leave those on.
Gloves. There you
Yeah,
go.
I've got some gloves. Okay, so that boosts me up a little bit. Not much.
How about a body piece?
I don't think we had anything there.
Not yet.
So we'll just leave that as is. But yeah, I feel stronger already. Look at that.
Alrighty then. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you did enjoy this so far, please leave a comment in the box below. And like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If the series is actually, well received, we'll be sure to do some more.
And I'm looking forward to it, so send in those comments. And yeah, remember that if you don't... Oh, can we edit that out?
No, it's okay. It sounds funny.
No,
But yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, thanks a bunch, guys. Appreciate it, and I hope we see you real soon. Bye-bye.